it.
I can record.
Oh.
However, I have no idea how I would ever get this to you. Because every time someone sent me a Zoom recording,
I know I got something. This meeting is being recorded by the host or participant.
yeah, I'm recording right now. I had a
Oh.
record button.
Oh, okay.
However, if I try to send it to you, I'll try. I don't know if I know how to get it to you and then if you'll be able to open it.
Yeah.
Every time someone sent me a Zoom recording because I wanted, you know, a record of a meeting or something, I just, if it doesn't click and open, I don't know what else to do.
Sure. Yeah. Well, I thought Carrie had said something about she recorded, and I wasn't sure if she recorded this or if she had recorded something else or what.
Records her classes. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But she was talking about yoga, so.
Yeah. Hi,
Oh.
Grace. And I don't think I've met you.
No, this is my first time. Nice to meet you, Colleen.
Nice to meet you. Mary had asked me if I could record this class. Is that okay with you?
Mhm.
Okay, good.
Yep.
And then I'll try sending it, but I'm not sure how to do it and if you'll be able to open it, Mary.
Okay, thanks.
But we'll give it a whirl.
I gotta pin you.
Okay, just about time to start. Okay, so I thought since it's the holiday weekend, we do some kind of slow, something a little bit even more gentle than we already do.
Oh, yay. Does that mean no tree poses?
Poses.
I used to hate downward dog and now I really like it.
Good.
Tree pose is my,
You're like, oh no.
yeah, is my one now. I'm getting better, but.
Yeah. It's good to start to make friends with.
You just kind of stopped. I don't know if you can hear me, you froze.
Yeah, she's frozen on my screen too.
Oh, okay. Thanks. I'm Mary, by the way.
Nice to meet you, Mary. I'm Grace.
Nice to meet you, Grace.
Yeah, it's my very first yoga class with this studio.
Yeah, this is the one and, well, yeah, I guess the one and only I've done, but I've been doing this one for about 7 years.
Wonderful.
Yeah. I started after I had breast cancer surgery, so then I needed something to do, you know, to get back into movement and that kind of thing. And I've done it ever since, and I really like it.
Yeah, this is something I've resumed after heart surgery.
Wow.
So I just see this as really part of a long-term healing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. How are you doing? Okay.
I am. I mean, I had surgery about 13 months, 14 months ago.
Yeah.
And just, you know, I didn't fully recover because of work and COVID. And so I've made some adjustments in my work life and so forth so that I can balance it more toward time for healing.
Yeah, you got to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I know I was working full time when I had my surgery, and you know, I went in for radiation at 7:30 in the morning and then went to work after that and worked full day. And, you know, it was like, that was tough.
I bet. We have a very strange relationship to all that these days, and
Yeah.
that can change.
Yeah. Do you live in the Heights or?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I commute, so I teach westward and then I live in Cleveland Heights.
Yeah. Yeah. I do too. So we're currently looking for a place for, oh, I don't know, about 6 months or so. We're getting kicked out of our place we rent, and they're gonna sell the house. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I don't know what we're gonna do. Feel like all I'm doing is packing and cleaning,
Yep,
getting rid of things, and
yep,
so.
yep.
Well, wonder what happened to her. I guess it was that recording.
I think Colleen is back.
Oh, is she?
Mhm. But now we can't hear you. You're on mute, Colleen.
I don't see her.
And you don't see me either?
Oh, I see you now.
Okay, all right, good. Yeah, my connection just went wonky, so, you know, that's just internet. If it happens, keep
Mhm.
doing the pose or keep breathing, relaxing.
That mountain air.
Grace, do you go by Grace Ann or Grace?
Grace.
Grace, okay.
Yeah, Anna is my last name.
Oh, Ann is your last name. Okay, thank you.
Thanks for asking.
Okay, so we'll start. I was going back to my chair to see if you could still hear me. When I'm back here, how's this for sound?
Can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. And I'm going to just, yep.
You could hear me. I couldn't hear you that well. I could tell you were talking. See if I can get my volume. I think my volume's all the way up on this computer. Volume. Give me a second to adjust it. It goes away. Microphone. Oh, I can adjust my microphone. Now you all went away. There we go. Okay, so my microphone's up. My volume is up. We'll be able to hear you. I love technology. Okay, so we'll start with we'll sing 3 ohms, and we won't kind of be together because of Zoom. We'll just do our best. Okay, so sit up tall. Give me a thumbs up if you could hear me. Okay. Now I have my glasses on, so I can barely see you. You're there. All right, so sitting up nice and tall, press your heels and lift your chest, make your sides long. Do that. You could do that like real forcefully and get this real big lift, but don't. Just do it with a gentleness. The heels go down and automatically the trunk lifts. It's a soft action and does not interfere with breathing. But you are growing taller and you're in a lengthened posture. We'll take a couple of breaths using the arms to help. So stretching the arms out and up as you inhale, any amount, and then exhale it and bring the hands to breathing pose, Atmanjuliasana. And we'll do that 2 times more with the breath. Inhaling. Stay tall as the hands come down. Exhaling. Once more, inhaling. And exhaling. Let your eyes close as your hands come down here. Relax your breath. Go on sitting up tall with a softness. A long, lengthened trunk that's relaxed enough to breathe softly. Relax your face. A cycle to a breath. And on your next exhale, bow your head towards your heart and salute the divine within. Release your palms, bring your head up, and open your eyes. All right. All right, so let's take a Tadasana, mountain pose. Put your hands by your sides, the heels press down. As the heels go down, the trunk goes up. Lengthen through your palms, be mountain pose in your chair. And interlace your fingers, turn your palms inside out. And then take the arms up any amount they go. For different, shoulders or different situations, they may or may not go all the way up. It's according to yourself. With soft breathing, press the palms away from you, opening the palms. Stay tall as you lower. And then switch the interlace, so the other set of fingers would be on top. The other pinky would be on the bottom. Probably doesn't feel as natural as the other interlace. Pressing the palms away. Take some soft breaths here. Letting the breath and the lungs filling up helps you to extend even more. Stay tall as you lower the hands and come back to mountain pose. Taking one arm over, you can put a hand on the chair to kind of just give a nice stretch to one side. So these, I think your left ribs can open. Make space between the ribs. Use the breath to create space. And then go to the other side. That same idea, the breath creating space internally. And between the ribs, those little muscles that connect the ribs, lengthening. Opening the lungs. And back to the center. And then with your hands touching the back of your chair, not a tight grip, but a little pull. Just pull the elbows back. You feel the stretch across the front chest. So those pectoral muscles and the front chest muscles can lengthen, broaden. A little bit longer, without force, just encouragement. And you using the breath to create that space. See that your low back can stay neutral, that you don't kind of push your abdomen forward or your low back doesn't come in. It just stays relaxed as you do this. Soft breath or two. Here you can breathe up towards the top of the lungs. The lungs really come up pretty high, almost to your collarbones. So invite the breath to come up to that top, those top lobes. And the space around the heart just can spread and open. And with that, gently release your fingers. So you can keep the chest pretty wide like that as you come back to mountain pose. A nice wide, and you're already longer and broader than you were a few moments ago. Just from those simple poses. Relax your breath now, inhale as you're ready. And as on an exhale, just take a gentle twist. The right hand can come to the back of the chair or the seat of the chair to give a little pull. And the left hand to the right thigh. Turning the trunk. Leaving the low back neutral. Lengthening up with your breath. Utilize the breath to create space. So when you exhale, just twist a little more. Pause and create more space for the next inhalation. And as as you exhale, turn again. Back to the front, taller than you were, and take that to the left side, inhaling to create space. You can have a little gentle pressure through the heels. Hold the hand, the back of your chair or the seat of your chair with your left hand. Easily inhaling, creating space, and exhaling, twisting gently and easily. Relax your throat, your eyes, your tongue. So you're getting kind of a maximal twist, but with minimal effort. And coming back, or minimal extra effort. Yeah, so you don't need to use your throat or your eyes or your face to twist. And coming back to the front now, let's bring one leg, one ankle across the knee. Just now for the hip area, to let the thigh bone wiggle inside the joint. Sort of like if you were cooking a turkey, sometimes you'll wiggle that thigh to see if it's done. That's you loosening up in the joint, just letting it be loose. And inhaling, take your hand to the root. So right at the top of the thigh, push down to lift up, to get taller. So the root of the thigh is going towards the floor, or towards the seat of your chair. As you breathe, feeling a stretch around the joint, maybe in the buttock, maybe inside the joint, maybe the side of the hip. Could be different depending on where your own personal tightness is. Or maybe you feel nothing because you have loose hips. That's fine too. And release, and we'll change sides. I just turned to show. So change sides and a nice, easy wiggling of the thigh bone in the socket. This side might be tighter, might be looser. With that same hand, push down at the root, right where the thigh goes into the hip, and press down gently to lift up. Allow the fibers and muscles around the hip to lengthen with the breath as you press the root of the thigh down. Soft, easy breathing. Release. And let the legs go a little wobble, wiggles. Notice they're a little looser maybe now. Let's then keep the feet maybe a little wider than your chair legs, pointing, not too parallel, not too turned out, just a little comfortable placement of the feet. So you could come down and let your head come down, or have your face to face the floor. So that's according to yourself. For some people, the head down doesn't feel comfortable. So if that's your case, you can have your face to look at the floor. Letting the hips fold. If the head is down, the neck can just relax. It's kind of a nice release for the neck muscles to just hang, let the head hang. A breath or two here. Pushing the feet down, bring the face parallel if it's been looking behind. Take some nice breaths with the face, the top of the head stretching towards the screen. Bring your hands up to the top of your knees. Push with your heels. And easily, slowly come up to sitting. Coming back to a mountain pose, this time knees together, feet together, and sitting tall. lower back very neutral, relaxed, and the chest lifted and broadening. And taking your right knee out to the side, you have the right thigh going to the right. And stretch your arms out. Both sides of the trunk are staying neutral, just like they were in mountain pose. And the knee going back. And as you take the knee back, you may notice a little work at the bottom buttock. Those bottom buttock muscles opening the thigh for you. Soft breathing, extend through your fingers as you turn the head to the right. Warrior pose, Virabhadrasana 2. Bring your face back to the front. And take the fingertips towards the inner ankle, arm towards the ear. If that's too much for the shoulder joint, hand could be here or here to the shoulder or the waist. Some breaths, soft breaths here. Side angle pose. Whichever arm position works for you. Taking the knee back, your arm can help with the knee going back. And the chest turns away from the floor in a soft, gentle manner. And take your arm out to the side to come back up and stretch the right leg. So to do that, sometimes you might have to scoot a little so the chair's not in your way. Breath here, and an inhale as you're ready. On your exhale, come to triangle pose in the chair. And back up. Warrior, turn the head. Bring the face forward, side angle. So just give a smooth, breathy flow. And you're going to take this at your own timing. So you're coming from there. As you're ready, your triangle to your warrior, to your side angle. And then try it once more. Just kind of seeing how light and easy. You might even do what I just did and mix up the order. And then coming out. Some work for your arms. I know, holding the arms out that long is strengthening for them. Let's come back to mountain with the knees together, feet together. Lower back very relaxed and sides lifted. And then take the this is your left, to the left knee. And as the knee goes back, the bottom of the buttock, kind of that crease where the bathing suit line will be working. Turn your face, relax your breath. Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Bringing the face back to the front, your arm to your ear, fingers towards the inner ankle. Chest away from the floor as the knee goes back. And to your triangle. Triangle pose in the chair. And coming up. Warrior. Side angle. So here you're going to find your own timing and flow. Just triangle, the arm stays out. Taking each pose to maybe a third time if you've got it in you, if your arm's not too tired. Coming back to mountain. Right. let's scooch back, lay back in your chair. So let's turn sideways so you can see it better. You don't have to turn. I'm scooching way back so that the back of my chair actually touches the shoulder blade area. It'll be different for each of us. And then I'm taking my hands back and just taking a little lift for the chest and then gently come back. Opening the chest. Yeah, and it's good if you can say so you're not overtaking that. If you drop the head back, then it makes it hard to talk, put a little pressure on the larynx. So you want to leave the neck long, and in fact, try one time with your hands supporting your head or your neck. Just laying on the beach. Lower back, nice and relaxed. Just upper back getting some opening. Oh, mine just cracked. That was a bonus. And then come back up. Yeah. So just kind of letting the chest get a little openness, and then we'll come to standing. That lengthened trunk. Bring your chair over to one side with it facing the short end of your mat. Just bring your hands to your chair, looking out past your chair. Engage and lift the abdomen as you take two steps back, and push with your hands to reach back into the downward dog. You're going to take your time with your breath to stretch your fullest amount you can. It's nice to get a wall handy. I wish I did. I tend to push my chair up like that. So I'm going to push my chair down as I stretch back. And then lean on your hands a bit to walk forward until you're at this tabletop sort of position. And then bend your elbows and let your head come down. Rest on your chair, or maybe on a blanket or a cushion. The chair's hard. Nice. All right. Some soft breathing here. It's a nice stretch for your legs, but keep it easy. You can gradually push the feet and pull the thighs up so that the legs become a little straighter. Yeah, that's it, Grace. That's it, Mary. And I feel like both of you could walk a little closer to your chair and see what happens. Yeah. And you're both flexible. There you go. Nice. So it's a little more of a uttanasana, or the forward bending pose, than the dog pose. Great. Maybe one more breath like this. And easily come up. Great. So now we'll take the stretch, intense stretch of the sides.
All right, thank you. We'll see you later. Bye.
Which is very similar, but now I'm putting one foot forward, the other foot back, coming to my concave, and then letting the head come down. Turn the hips so the front foot hip goes back, And the back foot hip comes forward. I think you're both doing your right side. So right hip back, left hip forward. Nice. See if the brain, the breath can relax. And on your next breath, come to straight arms, looking forward. Push your feet and see if you can bring your hands to your waist and press your back heel to come all the way up to standing. Turn your feet the easy way to turn them to come out of that pose. Turn your feet, yeah, either away from the screen, right, and change sides. So I have the other foot in front, our left foot. Turn the hips to face towards your chair. So you come at first to that concave back with the arms straight and wrists under the shoulders. Pull the left hip back and bring your right hip forward as you then release your head down. Relax your breath. Relax your arms. And like we did in the forward fold a moment ago, see can the legs get straighter and straighter, but in the gentlest way possible by pushing the feet down and pulling up the front thighs. Let's see. And the head can come down if it can, and release, the arms can bend. Your brain can relax. Sometimes then when the head is down, the hips can move better. So you can pull that left hip back even more, maybe. And as you're ready, you'll straighten your arms. See if it feels doable to double the effort in your legs and bring your hands to your waist by pressing your back heel to stand up. Yeah, sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Great. All right. And
Easier
now,
one side than the other.
always, I know, isn't that the case? Yeah, one side's always tighter and one or stronger or looser, yeah. All right, so now let's take another forward fold. And with the chair to the front of your mat, hopefully you can see this. And then I'm going really wide, as wide as I can. I'm still feeling in control of my feet. And this is expanded legs pose, Prasarita Padottanasana. So just in this concave moment, it could be for a moment, lift the abdomen, again without hardness. Stretch your chest forward, press your feet down. See how much of the foot you could feel. Inner heel and outer heels. The outer big toe, the little toe ball mound, the big toe ball mound. So you're pressing down your whole feet and then let your head come down as you're ready. Relax your arms. Relax your breath. And go on pressing through the feet and exploring, where's that part of my foot? Can I feel all the different parts of my foot? And can, from the feet, like suction cups, slurp up your legs. So the legs become more and more active and your head can rest. Yeah, good. A breath or two more here, as you're able, you like. And then as you're ready, bring your arms straight. And then wiggle your feet a little closer in together so you can easily stand up. Yeah, you could go heel toe, so your feet come closer together to stand up. Yeah, wiggle heel toe, there you go. So it's easy it's hard to stand up with the legs out that far. Nice. All right. And let's then take another downward dog. Back, lengthening through the trunk. Press your hands down. Lengthen your arms, your legs. And inhale as you're ready. Come to an easy plank. I know that sounds like a contradiction in terms. Arms straight, tailbone in. Take a breath. We come to a push-up position, the plank. Yeah. Take the tailbone down. And then go back to downward dog. Yeah, so if you get your tailbone really down, Grace, even more in your plank. Aha, there it goes. You could go further maybe. And then don't hold for a long time. Just go back to downward dog and just try that a few times. Like you're swinging on the swing set. Yeah, just easy, coming forward, going back. You explore how far the hip can go down. And then walk in as you're ready. And take your head down to Uttanasana once again. And just relaxing. Hopefully this kind of feels relaxing after doing a few dog poses and planks. Just letting the head relax, neck relax. And as you're ready, come to the straight arms and up to standing, taking all the time you like. Right. Now just easily bring your chair over to the right side of your mat, towards the back. So you can put your right foot in front of it, your left foot back. Turn out the right thigh so that there's a little bullseye on your kneecap. It'd be pointing straight over the middle of your right foot. And feel the feet as we did a moment ago. The whole foot is pressing down. And it's like got suction cups slurping up to energize the legs. Relax your breath. And inhale as you're ready. On your exhale, take your hips to the left, your trunk to the right, triangle pose. Inhale to come up, and exhale, bend the right knee, warrior pose. And then the chair can be close to you so your knee can reach and touch the chair. And to the chair, side angle pose. Knee touching the chair, warrior. Pull up your thigh to come to triangle. And all the way up to the standing. And rest your arms. Turn your feet to the front. And let's come to the other side. Chair pretty close to you, and we'll be touching your knee or your shin, your thigh. Turn out the left thigh as you come into this preparatory pose. So that kneecap bullseye will be pointing straight over your foot. Relax your breath. Inhale as you're ready. Now on your exhale, take your hips to the right, torso to the left, triangle. Reach up, bend the knee, Virabhadrasana, warrior. Touch the knee to your chair. Keep the knee going back, side angle. Warrior. Back, and then pulling up the thigh to go to triangle. Hand can go to the seat of the chair, maybe even your elbow can bend. Hand come up. Turn the feet. Rest the arms. Walk back. All right, let's come to the first side. A little repetition. Yeah. Let me see if I could just demonstrate one little thing you could try this time around. For our triangle pose, I'm turning my thigh out, pointing my kneecap straight over that foot. And this hip really has to move. This outer hip has to go that way, so that as I come to the side, my sides are still pretty much the same. Here, here. They didn't go like this. Does that make sense? I didn't get a round top. These ribs have to go down. Okay, then if I can't go lower, I can put that on my elbow. All right? Yeah, so let's try that just with, just triangle. And let me watch you for a second here. So to the right, your bullseye on your kneecap. Well, put your foot right in front of your chair. Grace, and your chair can go like towards the back of your mat. I think that'll help. The back leg's good. Oh. If there wasn't stuff in the way, I know how it is. I'm trying to do yoga in your house. There you go.
I'm
Nice.
still getting this prepared.
Right. Great. Okay, so turn your thigh, because your inner thigh is trying to go back to the top of your thigh. And that'll turn the kneecap. Yes, like that, right over the foot. And stretch your arms, relax your breath. And then as you're ready, on your exhale, take your hip to the left, your trunk to the right, so much better. Yes. And a breath here. Yeah, and here, Mary, your arm goes straight up to the ceiling rather than towards your ear. There you go. And then reach the top arm up to come out. Yeah. So much better. Let's try the second side. I liked it.
So moving the chair to the other side, you mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead and move the chair. And it'll be towards the back of your mat. Your foot wants to go a little bit in front of your chair. So, yeah, it makes it easier to reach with your hand. Have your foot pointing directly to the left. So bring yeah, that's it, Grace. Stretch your arms, relax your breath. Inhale as you're ready. Then on your exhale, take your hips to the right, your trunk to the left. Oh, so nice. Yes. And breathe there and just let yourself be glorious for a minute. Breathing in the pose. Nice. Then as you're ready to come out, you reach the top arm up and yeah, lose your balance. That's normal. Okay, good. Yeah. What'd you say, Mary?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, that was Grace. I thought you said, oh, okay.
I was
All
just
right.
saying I have a tender ankle.
I'm sorry.
I have a tender ankle.
Oh, on that side, on the left side?
Actually on the right side.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so maybe you'll not go so wide. All right, let's put the chair now, the seat of the chair in front of you, legs wide, head down. Again, Prasarita Padottanasana. We did a moment ago. Seat of the chair in front of you, your feet wide. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, so see if that ankle can just, both feet can relax. And then, Grace, we can take stuff off your ankle and just do things seated too. So the ankle can, if it's the outer ankle that's tender, suck it in towards the inner ankle. Or which side is it?
It's right, the outer ankle.
Yeah, so as you're standing, see if you could suck that ankle in towards the inner ankle a little bit, because chances are you twist it a little to that side. So you want to readjust it. Press your big toes. Soften, let it breathe. And a breath here, and as you're ready to come up out of the pose. Let's see. Yeah, and then bring your chair back to that right side. And your right foot up onto it. You can hold your chair as needed for balance. And you're doing basically the same thing we did in warrior pose. We had the lower leg perpendicular, this is parallel. Yeah, a nice opening for the hip. And your knee goes back, and use the buttock, engage the buttock to take the knee back towards the back of the chair and extend your arms. Relax your breath. Great. So that, I hope you're feeling that buttock muscle's working. The gluteus maximus, biggest muscle in the body, we should use it, okay? So now lean on your chair a little so you might have to adjust where your standing foot is to straighten the leg. Standing toes point forward. If that's your tender ankle, suck it in towards the inner ankle. And turn the thigh out. Holding your chair, take your trunk over towards the straight leg. Well, they're both straight. The foot that's up. Relax your breath. Inhale, and as you exhale, turn your chest away from the floor, away from the chair. And come back up. You can bend your knees, use your chair for balance, and come back to that. Yeah, so big stretch on the side and the inner thigh. It's gate pose. Closing the gate. So first we'll do it bent legs. Just standing here, reaching the inner thigh towards, the inner groin towards the inner knee, and engaging the buttock to move the thigh and the knee back. It doesn't move like a lot, but just that it's attempting to go towards the back of your chair. And with breath and ease, as well as effort. And then using the chair as needed for balance, stretch your leg. Depending where you're standing, you may have to move your standing foot. And then it's like you could take this hand and close the gate. The two hands would come together. That's next week. So we keep stretching.
Which way is our foot on the chair pointing, front or sideways?
Straight up. The toes are pointing up.
Oh, straight up.
Yeah. Good question. So you're just going over as far as you can and taking your arm. And hopefully you're feeling a good stretch.
Oh,
Both the top rib cage and the inner thigh.
inner thigh. Oh,
Yeah. Come on. Use the chair for balance. Come out of the pose. Nice. Right. So now, let's see another, which way do you want to face? I want to face towards you all. So I'm putting up one knee. you could be facing any way, but you're turning towards the back of your chair. And you're, so now pointing forward, knee pointing forward, so you can twist. And then I have the back part of my chair to get a little grip on, so I reach the other arm back. Does that make sense? Yeah, let's see. I made that clear. Yeah. It's hard to tell which way people are twisting. That's it, Grace, yeah. And then Grace, oh, and Mary, your standing foot could point straight ahead. It's a parallel foot. There you go. So point your toes straight towards your chair or the end of your mat. There you go. And now, yes, you just have the back of your chair facing the other way, Grace, but.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that'll get it. And if you could see, I don't know if you all could see, but take your standing thigh back, both of you. So your leg is more perpendicular. And that's right, Grace. No, not your foot. Put your foot closer to the chair, but your thigh, aha. Now you have a straight, perpendicular leg, thigh back. And it might be easier if you changed feet, Grace, or put your chair the other way. It's just nice having the back of the chair right there, yes, to turn towards. And now it's your left hand. Yeah. There you go. And nice, yes. And now that standing leg is more perpendicular.
I'm amazed with what you can see.
It's what?
I'm amazed with what you can see.
Okay, I couldn't quite hear you. If you want to come out of the pose now, maybe you could try saying it again. There's a little bit of noise in the background for me where I'm at, so I'm having a hard time hearing you.
What you can see on Zoom, Colleen. It's amazing what you can perceive.
Yes, isn't it? Right. I mean, we never use mirrors in yoga because we want students to be able to tell where they are. But to have a camera there to check, it's kind of nice. It really is a good teacher. So change legs. So you'll probably want to turn, or just go to the other side of your chair, leave the back of your chair facing the front of the camera, leave the back of your chair facing your camera. Yeah. So turn your chair to face the back of your chair, Grace, the way it was. There, then, no, the other way. And now whichever knee you didn't put up, it'll be turn the back of the chair. Turn the back of the chair to face the camera. There we go. I know, this is all so confusing. Now it will be your left foot you've put up. Yes, there you go. And then it's close to it. Nice. And then see, so Mary, if you take your thigh back, your standing thigh back, you'll be more perpendicular. And see, yes, it engages your abdomen to do that. Yeah, I know. The chair's not quite high enough to really get a good reach for balance.
The twist is hard.
Yeah, and only on this side. The other side is better. It was easier. What if you're closer to your chair with your standing foot? Does that help?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, if I can reach it better.
You can reach it better.
Yeah.
So let your abdomen twist with your breath. Again, like we did earlier, creating space with the breath. And then as the breath goes out, the air goes out, there's more room inside the trunk to turn. That's it, coming along. Let's change sides and do that once more, this time with a little forward bend. Let me see. I'm over on this side. The back of my chair is facing the same knee is up. I can slide my hand down and use the knee on the back of the chair. Come to a twist this way. So the back of your chair faces the camera, or you twist, and then that's so you have it available to hold on to. And that same leg comes up. There you go. So let me see, Mary. The other arm, switch arms. Yes. And then, so that's your left arm coming down your chair, maybe finding part of your chair to reach towards the seat of the
Alright.
chair. Yeah.
Oh, the seat.
The seat, the slide, well, or the side of your chair, like the back side of the back of the chair. Hold the back of the chair.
With which arm?
Your left. There you go. And then maybe you can slide down that edge. Maybe not.
Oh, okay.
Like
Okay.
that. Yeah, it was hard to say all that, but. Nice. And then untwist. Start to untwist before you come up a little bit. It's just safer for your back to not try to extend the back and with it still twisted. And change sides. After all that, which is sort of tricky to say. And point the toes straight ahead, the standing toes. There you go. Maybe if the foot goes further onto the chair, you could reach more of that edge of the chair. Yeah, wherever you can get a grip. Nice. So this beautiful twist in the abdomen, the navel is turning up towards the ceiling, but again, balancing that effort with ease and the breath, allowing you to create space. Nice. And then easily untwist a bit, bring your arm down, look towards your chair, and then stand up. Great. And take a downward dog. Few soft breaths here, lengthening your arms and legs. Lifting the abdomen, tucking it tucking the belly up into the pelvis, like you're stuffing a sleeping bag into a stuffed sack. And easily walk in to take your head down to your chair. Maybe you can grab a pillow or something if it's hard, or just rest on your arms. And if this is real easy to get your head to the chair, you could just take your hands towards the floor or hold the legs of the chair and let your head hang more, so you don't have to rest it on the chair. Just kind of give yourself a real uttanasana, deliberate, intense pose. All right. So find your easiest way to come out of the pose. Maybe go through that straight arms and come up easily. All right, and now good news is we'll sit down for a moment before we then relax totally. So your chair can face the front and we did this sort of number 4 kind of pose with ankles right at the knee a moment ago. So let's give a little repeat of that. Maybe the hip is loosened up a bit through all the work we did. So we're gonna try or take half lotus, which would mean I'm reaching under here to hold my shin and my ankle, and I'm bringing the knee forward and bringing the heel towards the top of the hip, of the top of the leg. And now I'm in half lotus. So it's a little more of a hip stretch. And as you're in this half lotus, just go on and sit up well with with relaxation and breath. It's just because I have tights on, my foot wants to slide, so I actually do kind of hold my ankle. And then the foot just relaxes and hangs off the leg. I hold my ankle to keep it from sliding off. In lotus pose, sitting tall. And close your eyes as a pose for meditation. Take a few breaths. As you're ready, open your eyes. Again, support the shin a bit as you lower it. And observe that, the openness that came to the hip. Take the other side. First, like the number 4, kind of just the ankle over the knee. We did earlier, letting the leg be loose. Then using that same hand to reach under and to cradle the ankle. So you've got those ankle and shin cradled. So you bring the knee forward and bend it so that the foot comes up, the heel comes up towards the hip. Oh, this side's tighter. Oh, so just observe, maybe this is your looser side, maybe they're the same. A few breaths here. If you like, you can close your eyes to observe the breath. And half lotus pose. Once you're ready, open your eyes if they've been closed. Cradle the shin again to easily up and down. And notice is the sensations of stretching that's come to the hip area, maybe the buttock. Right. And then let's take a little bit wider to bring your fingertips to the floor if they come. And then taking turtle pose, I would reach under my chair. Maybe, judiciously and gently, I'm reaching towards the back legs. I may not get there today. I'm walking your fingers. Now this is a turtle, so your back is like the turtle shell, getting a good curve. And the head can come down. And if you can't reach the back legs, maybe you can hold the front legs in the hole.
Uh-oh.
There she goes.
I'm thinking she's in that one for a long time. I hope she comes back for relaxation.
Me too. This is a wonderful class.
You like it? Good. Usually there's a couple more people. I know one's gone for the weekend and the other one, I don't know where she is, but I was afraid we wouldn't have it today because when I looked yesterday, it was only one person signed on, so.
Hmm. Yeah, I signed up this morning
Yeah,
at the last minute.
oh yeah. I'm glad you like it.
Very much so. What
She
if we
does
add
give-
it to the recording, because I could do this every morning.
Oh, I know. That's what I was hoping that she did record
Okay.
it. I hear.
I had- Can you hear me again or see me?
Yeah. We kept
It just all
thinking
of
you
a
were in that post for a long time.
Right. Yeah, I hope you, oh, wait a minute, let me do this. Okay. I guess I can go out of here. So I had switched to my phone. There we go. Sorry about that. It was just all of a sudden it said no internet. Okay. All right, so let's
Ah, wow.
relax. Okay. Hopefully you didn't hold that pose for too long.
We're
And I'm
not
Karen
brittle.
Oler. I'm Karen Oler again. Okay, but you know it's me. So let's take relaxation. I wanted to try a little inversion if possible. And this depends on the chair you have and if it's going to cooperate. But I'll show you what I mean. It's sort of a variation of a shoulder balance using a chair, and I call it the hammock pose. So I have the back of the chair facing me. I have padding over that because it's hard. And I'll have just some sort of cushion or blanket under my pelvis, under my hips. So it's like this. And I'll show you, then you can decide if this seems like, man, I don't want to do that, but I like it. Hi, sweetie, how you doing? The little guest joining me. So here I am. My ankle's up there on my chair, and you see I kind of grab the legs, and I'm lifting my hips and climbing up. So this is optional. But for me, it's just really relaxing. And it kind of depends, how long your legs are, how high your chair is. So you really just see if it works for you. And if it doesn't, we're gonna just go straight into our relaxation pose, which will come after this. You have to kind of be close enough. You could grab the back legs of your chair once you kind of get your ankles up there. And it's, not that graceful to get into. And this would be an option, Grace, for you just having your ankles up. It's an inversion. Yeah? Good, okay. Mary's going for it. That's great. So, you may not stay there a few breaths. You could maybe count 3 to 5 to 10 breaths in this inverted moment. Because in our gentle chair class, we don't do head balance. Sometimes we don't do shoulder balance. So it's a chance to just get the legs over the head, the hips higher than the heart, the feet higher than the hips, which, as has been proven in yoga for centuries and more recently scientifically, to relax the body, relax the mind. It causes heart rate to go down, breathing rate to go down, blood pressure to go down. The inversions are just kind of magic. So they're worth attempting, taking a moment in an inverted position whenever you can, where it could be just your legs are up the wall, your legs are on the edge of your chair. So as you're ready, maybe you have another couple breaths here, or maybe you're ready to come out of this. You're gonna just gently lower your legs over the seat of your chair, lower legs onto the seat of your chair. You wanna cushion it. And so you'll have your lower legs on the chair and your back on the floor. I'll show this one. There's sort of sometimes a way to just kind of do it gently or without too much room to roll. That blanket or cushion could still be under your pelvis. Your legs are supported. Whole lower leg. Relax on the chair. So hopefully this is really, really comfortable. You've made the pose work for yourself in a way that's very comfortable for you. Yeah, these look great. Bit by bit, with each exhalation, just relax into gravity. Let more and more of your cells settle towards the floor. It's kind of like sediment settling to the bottom of a pond. Relax your face. Release your tongue into the bottom of your mouth. Rest the front of your brain. Settle, let it settle towards the back of your brain as if your brain were shrinking to the size of a pecan. Soften the brain. A very small brain, there's nothing to do but just notice that you're inhaling and you're exhaling. Inhaling, breathing in serenity, nourishment. Exhaling any tension or stress. One more minute like this. observing soft inhalation and gentle exhalation. Gently now deepen your breath and take all the time you like to find your way out of the pose. Easily roll to your side and just taking your own transition. Rolling up to sitting as you're ready. And bringing the hands to Atmanjuliasana, a moment to observe yourself and how your yoga practice has affected your body and your mind today. Namaste.
Namaste. Thanks,
Right.
Colleen. That was nice.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Thank you both for coming. A pleasure.
Colleen, is it
You
possible-
probably didn't get to record it with the breakups, right?
Oh, that second time. Oh, I wonder. No, when I came back in, it said this session is being recorded.
Yeah.
It gave me that message. So I don't know. Yeah, it's recording. So I'm gonna pause the recording